Hi, my name is Shayna, and I have created this tool, Mental Health Resources, for individuals and organizations in the Lincoln, Nebraska area to better be able to identify the mental health resources in their specific area. Sometimes it can be overwhelming because there are so many mental health resources in your specific area. So I broke down many of the mental health resources in the Lincoln, Nebraska area for you to use or your organization to better help people who are struggling with mental health illnesses. In this video, I will walk you through the many different organizations that are already put into this tool, how to use the tool to best serve you or your organization, and how to actually individualize this tool to better serve you. We will start off by going through the table of contents. Now this tool can be broken up into 4 main sections. The first one is private one-on-one counseling. The next is drug and alcohol assistance. The third is family-related resources, and the last is emergency resources. Under the main title of all of these, you find the different organizations that will help individuals in these categories. Now, as you go through this tool, you can see that on the page numbers, you are able to dive deeper into each one of these organizations and find out what they are for, what they do, and their main missions. And so this allows you to get basic information in a quick fashion depending on what mental illness or struggle the people you are trying to help are dealing with. Lastly, the thing that I want to point out on this page is a blank template at the end of this document. This will allow you to individualize or personalize this document. This allows you to use this tool in the best way that serves you. I want you to take this tool, personalize it, and allow it to serve you and your organization or you as a person to best know what mental health resources are out there. If you know of one that is not on this document, feel free to add it and expand this tool. We'll go specifically into each one of these categories now and look deeper and take a deeper dive into how each one is laid out so you better understand the whole tool. Going into counseling service, or that private one-on-one counseling first, you can see that each one is broken up into these sections. At the beginning of each section, there is a clear summary of that section. Under the main title, there is a description of the overall section, which helps you understand that this is a private counseling section, for example. Next, you have each of the organizations that are in this section. Under them is a specific description that allows you to take a quick glance at what is actually services and that these organizations offer. This allows you to quickly know if this organization will serve your need that you are looking for yourself or someone else. In this, if you see one that you like, you will be able to go specifically to that page number and look deeper into their organization. If you are not sure what one may work best for you based on these brief descriptions, you will be able to deep dive into them more in the upcoming pages. We will now go to the specific organizations and walk through the setup. Each organization is set up in the same way, walking through the same information, making them easy to compare. So you start off with the first page. This is basic information. You see that you go through the type of service, the mission statement, the description of work, and the contact information. This is meant to give you a brief overview of the whole organization. Starting with the types of service, you can see 1 up to 5 things, depending on the types of services that this organization provides. For example, Renewing Hope is just a base counseling service which provides one-on-one counseling. This allows you to know what types of services are offered. Next goes to the mission statement. I find that it's very helpful to know the mission statement of organization. If you know the person that you're trying to help or yourself, you can know what this organization is for. For example, Renewing hope is all about helping people overcome their past or current problems and refine their hope in life. If this sounds like your individual or you that you're trying to help with their mental illness, then this may be a great match for them. If not, maybe their mission doesn't line up with the individual who you are trying to help. Therefore, the mission statement is vitally important to look at in the base information. Next, you have the description of work. The description of work is a deeper dive into that base summary. This allows you to look at what they do and how they do it. For example, this is a Christian counseling center that does private one-on-one counseling and offers some pastoral counseling too, if that is what an individual desires. Next, you come to the contact information. This is an overview of all the contact information that is provided on the website and through this organization. You have the phone, email, fax, website, and location. The website is URL linked to the actual website. This allows you to get easy access and quick access to knowing what these people like to be contacted, how they like to be contacted. It also allows you to easily copy and paste and send this information to the individual who you are trying to get assistance for. Next, as we go on to the next page, you see that the information goes even deeper. You have general information and then specialized information. This general information goes over the same things on every organization. Next, you have the specialized information, which varies depending on the organization and what they do. First, we'll look at the general information. This general information is broken up into 5 categories: Christian affiliation, age group, in-person and online, specialization, and price. This is meant to give you an even deeper dive into this organization while still looking at a brief overview to help you get the best view of this organization. We put Christian affiliation on there because an individual who is Christian or not is important to them in their mental health to know and be helped in a specific way. There are a lot of organizations that are Christian affiliated and might not work for some people, and some are very Christian affiliated and that would help some others. Therefore, for each organization, you have whether they are Christian affiliated and if they are not, and how much that impacts their overall mission and vision and how they help out mental illnesses. Next, we have age groups. For example, this one is all ages are welcomed. This is not true with all organizations, so it is important to look at when offering help. Next, you have in-person and online. This is important so you can see if they offer in-person counseling or just online and whether that aligns with the person who you are trying to help. Next, each organization has a specialization. For example, this organization specializes in EMDR. This is a specific type of therapeutic technique. Now, this is not good for everybody. This helps you limit and find the best help for the people that you are trying to help. Last is price. This one has call for pricing. This is pretty common throughout the whole document, that if you are seeing that through the overall document and information provided that this is an organization that you believe will help somebody with their mental health, then you should call, or they should call, and help get more information on pricing. Lastly, you have specialized information, and we'll look at a few different organizations throughout the document and how that specialized information changes to best help you get an overall view of what this organization does. For this one, they are private counseling through appointments, and if you want more information on their specific counselors, go to their website and find out what their specialties are based on those counselors. That is an overview of one document. We'll start with Grace Point with the information, as you can see, is all the same on the same page. Type of service, mission, description of work, and contact information, allowing you to easily compare the two documents and find out what is best for you. And it goes through all the same specialized information. We will now go to the next section so you can overall see how the different sections compare. Drug and alcohol assistance. This one is very different from the last one. You are able to see that there are 3 organizations that specialize in this in Lincoln. the Sober Initiative, Blue Valley Behavioral Health, and Mental Health Association of Nebraska. Sober Initiative is an inpatient health treatment. Blue Valley is the largest outpatient health treatment, and Mental Health Association of Nebraska is a peer-to-peer focused group who helps people overcome addiction and helps people who are re-entering the world from prisons. Although it is a different type of health and mental health help that people are seeking, the setup is still the same, so you can easily go through the document. All the pages are the same, and you are able to quickly see the key factors of each organization. We're going to look at more at the specialized information for this one. As you can see, it's options for treatment, as they have inpatient, outpatient, and sober living homes, and drug and alcohol interventions. And on the right, you have an in-depth description of what all of this looks like. It is the same for Blue Valley, although they have different programs that are outlined for people to get specific help. Therefore, if you are talking to someone, you are able to easily pull up this document and look at what these organizations offer and what services they offer. As it's sometimes hard to navigate websites, this easily outlines all the different ones. There are many subtitles in between the tables which allow you to better know what that table is focused on. And you have Mental Health Association of Nebraska and their description of work, and the URL there is for the email too, and the website. As you can see on this one, it is mainly focused on adults, not everyone, so that is good to look at when you are comparing different ones and trying to find individuals to help. Lastly, I'm going to go to the emergency resources. Emergency mental health crises happen, and it's important to know the resources when they do. So these have two main resources. The Bryan Health, which is an inpatient mental health resources. That's a 24-hour intake option. This allows people who cannot take care of themselves and keep themselves safe to get that immediate care. It is a short-term care, which then if people are able to re-enter the world is fantastic, but also then they may need to be transferred to one of those inpatient longer options that are provided and recommended through Bryan Health. Lastly, you have the National Suicide Prevention Line, which is a 24-hour hotline, which helps you go to when you need help with either you or someone else is having suicidal thoughts or tendencies. You can either call or text this line. Bryan Health has a lot of different options, and they are specialized in emergency care. So I would suggest reading through this even before you have a mental health emergency so you know the different options that they provide. Lastly, I would like to take a look at the overall just brief outline. This allows you to really take this tool and personalize it to you, which is unlike anything before. You are able to find the organizations that you are connected to or your organization is connected to and use it and add it to this tool so that everyone is able to see that organization too and that resource in the area. This allows you to personalize the tool in the best way that you need. Maybe you have more family resources or more alcohol and drug resources. This allows you to take this and make it your own while still having those base resources when you need them to help the individuals in your area. It walks through the same template, so all you have to do is plug in the information. As you see, these are all blank, so you are able to add that information off the website in the same format and then compare it against the ones that are already there. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you better understand what this tool is all about and how it is able to help you and your organization better find the mental health resources that are out there and compare them so you are able to better serve you and your organization when helping people. It again can be overwhelming to look and try to compare all these resources. So this tool allows you to do that in the same systematic format so you are able to better look at the resources that are out there and better serve your community. Thank you, and I hope this user guide was helpful, and you are able to better serve your community through this mental health tool.